So, it is week 5 and vlog 5. Now, this week, amazingly, we have nearly finished blocking the whole show. And amazingly, nearly everyone is off their script, which is wicked. Apart from me, I'm a little bit shy of a few words, and I'm really trying to work on getting that script down and learning the lines, and it is something that I'm having to apologise to the class about, just because I'm trying to learn the lines, but I'm also trying to learn the ad-libs, and I'm also trying to learn the blocking. And when I'm getting up there, I'm feeling that I'm forgetting one of the 3. Maybe I'm doing 2, but I'm always forgetting one. So I'm just saying, for this last week, I'm going to just use my script, just so I know exactly what lines I'm saying, I know exactly when my ad-libs are coming, and I know exactly when my blocking is moving. And I really do apologise for that, and it is one of my goals for myself, in general, when doing any sort of musical theatre or plays, is just to get that script learned as quick as I possibly can, because it works so much better for efficiency, and I feel that I'd work so much better as a performer if I just really got that script down and really started working on it. So I do apologise. As a class, I've really noticed throughout these past about 2 weeks that everyone's working so much on their diction and their projection. When we all started this project, I feel that everyone was speaking quite quietly, and I felt like it was nerves because of the accent, and it was nerves because of, you know, it's a new style of theatre that we as a class haven't done before, because we've only been here a year and we haven't had a chance to experiment with all styles yet. But I feel like this week it's really coming through, and everyone's characters are becoming so strong. I know that I feel I'm working a lot better with my trio, which is me, Kate and Leonie, because we're all 3 of us are trying to get them characters through, and we're learning where we sort of sit with each other. So in hierarchy, we're learning where, you know, who listens to who comes up with the ideas, whose ideas are necessarily not as good as others, and it's enabling us all to realise what our characters are and what our characters are there for. And I'm realising so much more about Nathan Detroit than I knew from the start, when I didn't know because I hadn't researched the character properly. And I'm learning that this part has so much more to it than just the funny and the charisma to him. He has a really vulnerable side, and the fact that he does care about a lot of people. And I'm learning that, you know, other characters within the play, for example, Harry has been made into this wicked character that's like full of life, has so many funny opportunities to say really good jokes. And again, with Nicey Johnson, who Kate's playing, I'm really bouncing off her wow, just because Kate's really nailed the accent, and like she's getting the character, and I'm finding it like they're helping me out so much in ways which I'm really enjoying. As well as that, we are also really cracking on with the Look Be a Lady choreography, and it needs a lot of cleaning, but I feel like it's around about done, and we're all realising where we sit within the characters. At the start of the song, there's about a 30-second piece where we start and we're all in 3 different poses, where one, we're looking at the floor, we're looking where the cracks shoot to roll the dice, and then we're looking at each other to say, whoa, what have you done? And then we're looking, you know, we're shaking hands, and it's building characters throughout the whole piece rather than just with the songs or just with the lib. But we're now doing it, I feel like I'm trying to do it more on a whole, which is nice. That's really helping me. We're running also a lot more now. So we ran a few scenes towards the end of the musical on Friday, which was really good. And I feel my accent has improved, just for the fact that I'm trying not to drop out of it as much anymore. And I do feel, however, my accent isn't a true New York accent. However, I've sort of made it into this, I feel, this sort of in-between from general American and New York, and on some words I emphasise the New York accent more. the research I put into that with YouTube was really beneficial, and the fact they taught me how to pronounce the words and really push out the diction, in different ways to make the accent more clearer, which I found really beneficial. And not only YouTube has been really great for this project, but Wikipedia has as well. They've got some really good pages on how, not Wikipedia, Google, sorry. They've got some really good pages on how to do things. For example, how to say different words and how to move your mouth in different ways. And your tongue, and place your tongue in different places that you normally would. And it's really fun. Because, again, I'm saying it again, but like, I'm finding out things that I don't just need for this musical in general, but when we come to do projects next year, I'll find it really beneficial, and I know exactly where to go for the resources I need, and I know how quick and easy it is to find them resources. So, yeah. My goal for next week is to get off my script, and because the rest of the class is really, like, that everyone's off, majority of people are really off script, although people aren't, you know, getting a few lines wrong, like, majority of people are doing wicked, and I just feel like I don't want to let them down in the fact of me being on my script and not being able to bounce off my character as easy. So that's my next goal, and hopefully by next week I'll be off the script, hopefully just force it down and I won't have to use it, and it will make everything move a lot quicker. We have a half term coming up in 2 weeks, and we're talking about putting in an extra day, which will be really beneficial, I think. Although some people are struggling and I can only do 1 day, I'm really happy to come in and put the work in just to get it done, because I feel like that could really be beneficial to us, because our performance literally the day after we come back after half term. So yeah, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.